is that what is referred to the MMO retirement home. Thoughty yes, lol. Your voice isn't coming through. Well, that's not good. Let's see. Parent, please.
One. Can you hear me now? Oh, you know what? I had muted the show. I closed the splash top, forgetting that I had that muted. I should be good now, right? You can hear me okay? Hello? Hello? Bueller? Bueller? Hopefully, more lifted.
More lifted.
More lifted.
Yeah, yeah.
Mute? Mute. Still mute.
Still.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Mute.
Low
Lifted. Okay.
type only has been lifted. Good.
Good. Excellent. That is a weird voice for our Gollybot to take up right there. That's interesting. The TTS is being a little odd. Are you hearing the TTS as well, by the way? Yeah, the TTS seems to be, but that's okay.
TTS is terrible.
Well, that's the idea. TTS on purpose. It was made to sound very modulated, very inorganic. So if you're getting that that sensation of it, that the voice is a little weird, maybe damaged. Yeah, that's exactly how it was intended to sound.
Yes, we are hearing TTS.
Excellent. Just wait till you hear Spambot. He sounds even worse than our Gollybot. So, as I was trying to say before I realized that I was muted, is welcome back to the stream, and to those who are first coming in, welcome to the stream. I'm the Dox Fox, and been doing the streaming game for a while, but only recently returned after the last couple of months because I finally had a computer to do such. It's been a while. And you can see some of the previous programs. Now, things might still be a little hitchy. I'm running a new test. So visually, you might see some snags, pauses. Mainly in that what's happening is I'm running a 2 PC setup. There's the gaming PC that I'm on right now, which is connected to my mic, the model, which was done by Spirey, and the game, along with the bot that I have here too. And it is being sent over the network.
Also, hello, Fixiers. I had that job typed for me for a sec while I was in the kitchen, P.
Oh, you had to have Jubilee type for you. That's what she meant to say. Jubilee. She meant to have Jubilee type for me for a sec while she was in the kitchen. Yep. It's about dinner time. Go figure. Anyways, so all of that visual stuff from here and the audio is being sent on the network to Argali, the computer, which there's two Argalis. There's the computer Argali, and then there's an Argali bot, which does the TTS. So, yeah. We have it set to where you don't have to like spend points for Argali bot to make sounds. So, yeah. Oh. That's interesting that Argali bot will try to say
tripled up.
Tripled up. The voice is tripled up, or my voice is tripled up? What are you talking about? Tripled up. What's tripled up?
Argali is reading it 3 times.
3 times? Really? I know I'm hearing it from Sammy once, but you're saying it's going through 3 times? I'm pretty sure that I have Argalibot turned off on the other computer, but let me double check. Maybe somehow I clicked on it and by accident? I doubt it. I could be very wrong, but that's okay. Well, as I was trying to say, before I was pointed out that I was muted, was that today we're going to take a break from some shooters and we're going to go to, as the title says, an MMO retirement home called Fellowship. And Fellowship is basically a quick and easy sort of dungeon scroller, right? So the focus is now... The audio is echoing. Why would it be echoing?
So you might have multiple of the same app.
It shouldn't be multiple. It should just be the one.
This is happening now, at least.
That's paused. That's quiet. That's paused. That's quiet. What could be causing? And I can't get into Splashtop right now for whatever reason.
Argali's voice is echoing to clarify.
Right, I understand. I'm not sure what's causing the echo, but now I can't even get into Splashtop to take a look at the other screen to see what could be causing it. Splashtop is not wanting to log me in for whatever reason. Although I was just in a little while ago. Oh, technology. You're so silly. Are you saying I'm not logged in now? What is going on? Yeah, for whatever reason, I can't reach Argalibot. I don't understand why. Let's see. Steam has to be open. That has to be open. That has to be open. That's it. But why can't I log in? There it goes. You're saying it could be echoing out of that window. I'm not sure what you mean by. No, I had it completely closed. I know what you're saying. Nope. Okay, so the only things that open are Discord, which I'm going to close now, and Spotify, which is playing right now, and OBS. There's the Argali bot. Okay, let's try this. Of course, Argali bot doesn't want to say anything right now. Oh, Argali bot, why are you being such a butt? You're being so choosy. I wonder. Yeah, docs NDI Argali. Properties. Okay, there's that.
Cease Argali work.
Okay, how about then? Did it multiply again? Probably Spy is busy right now. That's the reason why. It's just fine. Better?
Better.
It's not echoey though? And like, is it still continuing to reverb for whatever reason? I hope not. Dum-da-dum. You lied. Why would you say you lied? Turn her audio off for a minute. I may as well just shut off the bot at that point. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's being weird. Okay. We'll just turn the bot off. And now I'll turn it back on just to be double check.
Check, check.
Was that just one that time? Yep, Sammy has closed here. Anyway, well, it's okay. If it says something again, then we'll deal with it. If it doesn't say something again, then whatever. Anyways, back onto my premises. The whole reason why I was going to stream.
It was just one echo. It was just one echo, yeah.
Just one echo? So weird. Why would it echo? Aggravation noises. I'm not even sure why it would even. Oh, keep it up. Well, that was interesting. I just got a message from Alex Kendra. Yo, what's up? Just scrolling down through live streams, found your stream. Really impressive. Keep it up. Awesome. Thanks for the. I didn't expect a DM, but thank you so much for the kind words for sure. Appreciate it for sure. All right. So, anyways, on to my premise of what I was trying to say earlier. Since, like, as much as I love Final Fantasy XIV and I like to play it very often, I don't feel like I can stream it as much. Because the stuff I like to do in Final Fantasy XIV isn't the fun stuff to watch. It's the grunt work. It's the farming, the trying to get certain things, this, that, blah, 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 blah. It's not fun. It's not entertaining. It's not... It's not... What's the word I'm looking for? It's not always entertaining for people to watch in the MMO space unless you're like actually doing it in the MMO space. So yeah. So to find a game that I can play and do the grind that is still entertaining, I have picked up Fellowship. And Fellowship, if you haven't heard about it, is kind of like an MMO light. It's the reason why I've described it as a a retirement home for MMO players. The reason why is because it's advertised as the game you play when you're done playing the other MMOs and all of that stuff. And it's not wrong at all. So playing this game is basically if you've done WoW and you've aren't a raider there, but you like doing the harder content, which is like the redos of the dungeon contents, where it gets harder and harder and harder. You can do that in this game without having to farm meticulously for keys and then only to get ripped off by RNG where you don't get gear. Anyway, so this game is all about doing the dungeon grinds. You don't have to do the side stuff. It's purely about the dungeons. It's purely about working together with your people. And Yeah, it's an easy way to get into the fun part of dungeoning with a lot of the BS cut out, right? And so, while the game is still, it's in early access, and I can't stress that enough. The game itself is in early access. It is not. Some parts are like you can see some polish to it, but there's other parts that definitely are still in work, and you'll find things that break just trying to do stuff, right? I've seen it already, but the parts that you want to work well enough to where you can kind of get an idea of what the game is all about. And the way it's described is that you play this game when you're done playing the other games. So if you're doing if you are done doing the major raids inside of WoW and you're done doing the major raids inside of Final Fantasy 14 or some other MMOs like in Guild Wars 2 or I don't know what else I'm missing. You can go to this game and always have something to do because there's always the next challenge, there's always the next gear, there's always the next upgrade, which scratches that progression itch that you want to get, right? And that's what this is. Okay, yeah, it's exactly what I thought it would be. It's a guy who's trying to... you don't get those DMs too often, but when someone's being persistent about your pursuit for a partner and stuff like that, you start understanding that they're trying to grift you and trying to like get you to buy into additional OBS elements and whatever else. Yeah, we're not going to do that. So sorry, Alex. I appreciate your kind words at first, but you revealed what you truly were, and you're not letting me do my job of streaming right now. Please go get some help. Take a break. That's not how you accommodate people. I appreciate you for trying, though, but that's not how you do it. Goodbye. Anyway, yeah, so Fellowship is a great game to actually play and do things in a short amount of time span, right? So if you're like me, you're married, you have kids, you have like 20 to 30 minutes of time to do stuff for yourself, this is that game for you. You can jump in, do exactly what you need, and bam, you're done, right? You can move on to the next one, or you can take a break. This game is good in the fact that it respects your time, which can't be said about too many other games. And the reason why I say that is because, again, like in WoW, when you want to do the mythic raiding and stuff like that, you have to do all the back channel stuff of farming for keys, getting the rep that you need, and then when you get those keys and somebody rage quits and whatnot, all that time that you invested doing it gets completely obliterated. So, yeah, this is that next way of, being able to do all the raiding that you want to do in a smaller package that is more focused and to the point. And yeah, it still has its jank, but, it's got some neat characteristics. It's got a nice painted art style. It doesn't mimic too much of WoW, but it does have some similarities. I think what I like about it so far from what I've played is that, like, the skill usage, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. And there's not, like, a whole worry of button bloat, right? You do get some skills as you start getting, the controls under your belt, and after you do some of the initial dungeons and everything. So every class will start getting additional skills. Excuse me, sorry. You will start getting additional skills as you, like, just encounter doing dungeons and unlocking stuff. Same with the talent points and everything. Just playing, even in the the basic quick play sessions is giving you rewards to start getting your different skills for the different classes. Speaking of classes, while the roster is still pretty light, it's still enough to give you an idea of like what they're going for with the games, right? So there's only 2 tanks. One is your sword and board style player, right? They kind of have a rage mechanic, but it's toughness. And the higher your toughness, the more damage that you can take, but you'll also start getting your toughness whittled down the more damage you do take. So you have to use different skills to build up your toughness to prevent yourself from getting too weak. And yeah. Whereas there's a monk as well, a martial artist that also plays as a tank, and they are like self-healing, self-damaging, or sorry, not damaging, self-healing and higher evasion, higher parry, and they use stones around them, like an earthbender, to help mitigate some of the damage that they have, right? And their whole shtick is you have to, much like in Final Fantasy XIV, you have to use your combinations in a certain order to achieve certain results. And with this one, you have to use your skills in a certain way to get your mitigations up, to get your damage out, and like whether you want to do more single target damage or AoE damage, it can get tricky because you have to really pay attention to what you're doing. There's also 2 healers. One is like your burst style healing, and the other, which is a druid, is more of your pet class and heal over time style healers with a couple of burst healing options, but also doesn't skimp on the damage. So, and last but not least, it's got your damage dealers. It's got 2 melee classes, one being a rogue type, the other one being like a heavy arms type. It's got 2 casters, a fire and an ice mage. And then it's got a ranged class, your archer type. And even with just 2, 5, and 2, it's still able to do quite a bit with those classes. I got an ad coming up here in a minute. I don't know why all of a sudden I have to cough, considering I have been here for a while and I've been talking for a while, and now I'm just getting kind of phlegmy. Ugh, gross. Anyway. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to run the ad while I get the initial showings off of Fellowship, right? That way we can have a game and not have as many interruptions. So anyway, let's go take a look at the game now, yeah? Oh, sure. Our Gollybot doesn't... Oh, you know what? No. Wait, no, that can't be happening. I don't know. No, because it's only one channel. How would it be doubling then if that's the case? I don't know. Anyway, so, this is Fellowship. The thing I like about it is, like, all the characters are painted. That's a nice art style. It's not overly cartoony, but it's not too hyper realistic. Ugh. And, you know, everything seems, you know, cohesive. The art direction is in a good it's in a good direction. I hate to say direction twice. But you have all sorts of different things, right? So if you want to change your cosmetics, you can go here and take a look at it, right? So you can be in the base visuals of what they are. This is an adjustment because this is the armor I've collected and applied to her. You can also change like little tiny parts of what's on her, right? So for her helmet, like you can change some of the accents. You know, different ways to make them look different ways. There we go again. Gosh. I am just a masterful use of words right now. But yeah, you'll start getting different gear and you can apply it to your character as you start, you know, doing some simple stuff. And today, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to get some tanking under our belt. Because in most fields, tank here is underpopulated. And there's a good reason for it. As tanking can be intimidating, and tanking can also be the subject of much ridicule if you just are doing things willy-nilly with no idea of what you're doing, right? Now, the one thing that I'll comment on that I believe Raguna touched on, who is also streaming right now, is that tanks are necessary, but are also very much subjected to the gear score.
The ad break is finishing now.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. This is the game. It's a very painted style. It's got a nice, unique style, as I was saying in the break. And the overall art direction is in a nice way. It's in a nice heading, I believe. It's not too realistic, but it's not too cartoony either, which is nice, you know. And like this character, what's her name? Helena. She's like Doom Guy, but a girl, and she's like very, very muscular and everything. And you can see that as part of her character, right? So she looks very. I like her because she's very Doom Guy-ish without being Doom Guy. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, Dennis, hold on. You know, I'm hydrating, I'm doing what I'm supposed to, and I'm just always when I get down here, I start getting flummy. It sucks. It's probably basement funk or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's what's just getting me. Anyhow, today, with the tank queues being fairly low, we're going to do some Helena and practice our tanking rotations and priorities. Helena's pretty straightforward and simple, right? This is our spammable measured strike. When using it, it will allow you to get more uses of both shield slam and shield throw. This is also a spender. You know, after a certain amount of time, every, almost 6 seconds? You can use this every 6 seconds, and it'll also fuel your 2 shield moves here. Using this will reduce shockwaves time, cooldown. So every time you use a shield ability, you get to use this faster. This is like an AoE shout that does some damage. It also reduces enemy movement speeds. And when you use this, shields up gets its cooldown reduced, which is also on a 30-second timer. Shields up is like your primary mitigation. No matter where you are, it practically fills up your toughness almost all the way up to full. That's what this meter is, your toughness, right? So I'll give you a little demonstration about how this works. Right? So here's the test dummy. It's simple. I just smack it, and it does damage, right? It's also an AoE cleave, so you don't have to worry about like targeting every single mob. As long as they're in front of you, they will get hit. This is your spender, power strike. The bigger hit and then it has a cooldown of like 6 seconds. I can speed up that cooldown by using one of my shield slams. Or no, I can't speed up this cooldown. I can speed up shockwave with these, right? So this speeds up shield throw and slam. Right? This speeds up this. Right? And now my toughness is all the way maxed out. And that's literally just basically it. That's the simples of it. And that's the idea. You just want to try and keep using your shield moves in between your spender moves. You know, I think I want to move this here and move this here. Yeah, that's a little bit more comfortable for my thumb. And as you can tell, like, a lot of the UI here doesn't require add-ons because most of the stuff that you want from add-ons are already featured in the game. So you have your party frames, you have a DPS meter so you can see what you're doing. And it's just smart, right? Like, a lot of it, boss abilities, boss timers, more boss timers, you know, so you have an idea of where stuff is. Your buffs, debuffs. This is target unit frame, what they're targeting, which would be me, my unit frame, and then this will be the entire party right here. I can make this bigger, I can make it smaller, I can move my abilities wherever I want, I can program every single key, I can move my chat, I can do whatever. My chat's currently covered by my little image of me here saying this is fine. I also have like a, if I wanted to see the specs about how the system's doing, or if I need to lower, I could do so here. Ability tooltips, so if I hover over a thing, I can see what pops up for the tooltips, you know, everything that I could want to move, I can move. Get this lined up is not an easy task. But yeah, I could just move all of this stuff. And then all these, like, I can see where the enemies are. Now, they do get a bit clustery when there's a bunch of enemies nearby. I feel like these don't necessarily get in the way, but they're also big so that you can click on them, right? But I'm having to find myself hitting tab and R. I've assigned it R the same as tab because I'm so used to using R for target the closest enemy. You can tell it how to behave with all those things too, like how you want it to actually do this and that. Let's see, this is about 30 seconds, yeah. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off in some easy dungeons, just basic queues for the minute. Reason why is because I don't have a whole lot of great gear right now. I've done a little bit of farming on her, so I have a weapon, I have the 2 rings, a bracer, a neck, and then I got a helmet and a cloak for her. But I need to get my gear score up for pauldrons, chest, hands, legs, feet, and the 2 relics, right? I don't quite want to jump into... So this is like the game finder. This is like your dungeon finder, right? Quick play. It's the easiest you can do. You're just going in for a quick match and getting out. Challenge. This is where you start having the higher difficulties. The mobs hit hard. You into what you need to interrupt, what you need to use certain cooldowns on, and some other stuff, right? Adept is even higher. This one's higher. This one you have to have a gear score of at least 60 to even attempt. Contender, you don't need a high gear score to do, right? So I could just jump into it right now. Tanks, kind of disadvantaged if I did this without some. If I were confident, I could just jump into it and do this, but I don't. very well yet. I want to know them better, and I have to like experience them more. And while I have done a lot of DPS and healer styles, I haven't done a lot of tanking just yet. So today's goal is basically to get the idea of tanking down with Helena here. Get some slightly better gear before going into the contender dungeon finder, and then just start farming up from there. I should look up like what gear would be better for her, because there's certain dungeons that have like better benefits than others for different classes. I haven't done a whole bunch of studying, mind you, but I've done a couple things, and yeah, it's really just time to get into the nitty and gritty of it. So here we go. What we'll do then is we'll just go into a quick play. We'll find a game, and then we'll just wait for it. This should be really, really quick because, yeah, see, there it is. Tanks are definitely in need right now, and we'll go handle that. I know Spotify is still playing. I'm going to keep it playing because it's going to be more entertaining, I think, for y'all. If I don't talk, I apologize. I am still getting used to how this game plays. Hold off a lot. Take a bit of a big chunk right there. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. So. Okay, so here should be good. I'm gonna live. I don't want to die. I'm not quite sure what caused me to lose my access to that, but I think I gave the healer a good scare, right? Pretty sure that's what happened. Son of a bitch. There we go. That bleed is very good. Keeping my damage up a little bit, at least. low. I'm not super high on all the damage right now. I know that. We have enough kills, so that's good. I know this boss at least. Sure, boost up the defense. Dodge. And that's simple. Pretty simple. TY, guys. And I'm the only one left. People get out really quick. They bug out really, really fast. I don't blame them. That's just an example of what it's like, right? Really simple. Go in, out, done. If I only had like 10 minutes and I wanted to queue really quickly, that was my that was me queuing really quickly. Bam, now I'm in. Now I can get some more gear. I could probably get 2 relics, or I think I had 5 left. Oh, and I can start unlocking some more stuff. I think I didn't know the talent point. Yeah, talent row, a talent point. This whole path is just how many dungeons you clear, you start unlocking more and more things, right? And then this section, what's it? Time Cithros Fall. I'm not sure what this one is, but there's something. Once you do this, then you start unlocking the higher tiers and everything. This one is just all about. What is it? Oh, you make the time limit for Cithros Fall. That's right, yeah. And then once you do that, you can get into the higher tiers and Contender League, which is the lowest, then Adept League, and then Champion League. Paragon League, and then the highest is the ultimate, the Eternal mode, right? This is like the Mythic Plus for the beginning. You get all the good prestiges. So yeah, if I just had a little bit of time and I wanted to make some sort of progress, this is how I would do it, right? I'd come in here, I'd play, and I'd be done. I have 6 boxes now, so I can get in. Let me get my 2 relics out of the way. And then my chest piece is probably be the next best upgrade. Oh, I can't get it. I have to get 2. All right. We'll get a pauldron. Why not? And then we just equip, and swap out. This is going to be garbage, so I just need to take care of it. I have an unspent talent point, so we'll take care of that real quick. Alright, so I can either do... This is the first tier, which is 2 points. Shield Mastery. This allows me to use shields up and shield throw faster. And what's the next thing that I needed to do, if I recall correctly? Guarded Veteran, I think? Yeah, my chance to block is higher. Yeah, so we'll do that. This will be really good later. 15%, so I'll be able to take more damage. Quick. So yeah, I just need to do the next, once I do the next, I don't know. What is this thing? Oh, someone. yeah, there's different like abilities that you'll get to do, such as that. A monk gets one where you can, for a duration of time to skip certain fight. Yeah. So yeah, stream guys. This is gonna be the stream. We're just gonna tear through some basic early stuff, and then we'll start going into Contender League and just get our tanking underway. We'll feel it out and see if we like it. I might even start testing out the monk. Fight me on this one. Although the monk, because again, the basis for the monk is you have to do certain combinations in order to achieve the buffs and attacks that you want. And if you forget what they are, that could be a problem. So yeah. Honestly, this, if I recall correctly, on Steam, this game is discounted for being early release, early access. I think it was going for like $25 earlier. Now it's like down to 22, or was it 30? I don't know. It was some sort of discount. I picked it up for Spy, and it's super simple. It's a really easy buy to get, right? It's not super. There's no pay to win. You could absolutely play on one character and build it up and save a lot of the spoils from like your supplies and marks of the fellowship. You can save all this stuff and then be able to get a bunch of like materials and chests. So if I were to stay on like one of the other DPS that I've done quite a bit of content on, I could save up a certain of the supplies. I could then go to Helena here, or I could go to the monk and just flat out buy some of the green upgrades or accessories if I wanted to. This guy here, right? I could buy Eldrin, Broken. I could, you know, I could just get this stuff and be like already in the tier for Contender without having to go through the early stages of it. It's also way more time efficient if you do that, but I am not efficient at the moment. And I'm not like necessarily wanting to be efficient. I want to feel out the classes. I want to see how I like them and if I like them. Wakey, wakey. I said, I'm still learning a lot of these areas. I've been through here a few times, so I remember a few things. Oh, almost right near the ending. Okay, cool. Let me pull these guys. At least they're not getting on my allies, which is nice. I still need a few more kills. Shoot. These guys are ranged. I don't know what it is. I think what I'll do is this. Close enough. Almost there with the kill score. One more. There we go. Now we have enough kills. And then this boss has a gimmick. We need to protect the deer here while focusing on this guy.
Before my wrath.
The healer. No, no, no. Okay. Those guys likely didn't know. Which is fine. A lot of people don't know the mechanics to this area, especially in the lower rungs of the game here. healer knows to cleanse it too. Yay! How's the sound, by the way? Like, are you hearing the game at all? I know I've got the volume a little bit low, and the sound is a little low, and I have the songs a little bit higher. But if I need to turn the game effects up a little higher, do not hesitate to tell me. I'd be happy to make those accommodations. But if chill music is more desired, you know, more chill music is going to be, you know, brought up to the forefront. Okay, so I've completed 5 dungeons, so I get a new ability. It's Iron Wall. Your toughness cannot be reduced for 12 seconds. Okay, so that is my big mitt. If I know I need to, like, not die to something, then that is going to be the move that I do. What button do I want to assign to it? I think I'm going to have this as that. And then this as my big mitt. That's what I'm used to in Final Fantasy. It's like my big mitt is like right here. Just like my dash is right here, where I typically like to have it. I've got 4 more pieces, huh? I could buy 1 chest piece and that's it, or I could buy 2 things and get a pair of pants and some legs. No, pants are 3 as well. So hands and feet, and then yeah, we'll do that. Hands and feet. Tell you what, I wish I could tell what is causing me to have these little micro coughs. I don't know what it is. I keep getting grossness in my throat. It's not fun. It's not cool. Wait a second. Hold on. Oh, also, if you're watching right now, Fellowship has drops that are going on, so you could get some of the gear from this right now. As it is, just by playing the game and having it, I've gotten Seeker's Remnants for the Druid, Observer's Plate Mail, and the Skygazer's Regalia. Although I need to connect my account. Let's see if Arc Games will actually load this time. It might not. If it does, great. If it doesn't, you know, that's fine too, I suppose. I've been having trouble loading up some stuff lately. I don't know why. At least, like, while I'm streaming. All that bandwidth. Come on, game. Come on, website. But yeah, this is just a nice chill game, you know. It gets hard when you want it to be, and if you don't want it to be hard, you just want to have an easy run through grind. Quick play is right there. It's really simple. I can't reach it for a reason. Why? It's so weird.
Behold the light!
Oh, yeah. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a quickie small break. I'm going to run the ad. And I'm going to go take care of some bio functions so that we don't have too many other interruptions later on. I've been hydrating very well today, I'll have you know. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Be right back.
Visit the docs. Visit the Ko-Fi page at https://ko-fi.com/docs/equals
Yep, I thought that might happen. I got logged out due to inactivity. Yay, go figure. Yay. Back to the game. Here we go. Well, good news. Ignoring the bad news that I got kicked out. Go figure. You idle for too long, it's going to kick you out because there's lots of people trying to play the game. It's not the first time I've been kicked out, too. Anyway, what I was trying to say is the good news is that Spirey has a little bit of time and she will hop into the game with us. I think we're going to be voiceless for the moment. Is this site still not working? I think it's still not working. See how the queue is now like 1,000? Pretty sure a bunch of people just got kicked out. Fun times. So we have a little bit of time to burn now because 1,000 people. This game is pretty popular. It's pretty popular, and it's not the best server infrastructure at the moment too. So like there's a lot of stuff getting worked out with it. Yeah, Spy will hop in. She likes the druid. I like the druid too. But she likes healing. That's like her thing. She loves being supportive. I think she would like tanking too. Probably. I don't think Spy is going to be in voice though. Oh my goodness, it's not even reaching the... Ah, this is silly. It is what it is, though. It could be worse, that's for sure. It's not worse, but it could be worse. Ah, puppy. Keep throwing all your toys at my feet. Ah. I don't want all your dog toys where my feet are, please. Oh well. I'm surprised that this is in HD. On a different area here. I'm really surprised that this website's not showing up properly for whatever reason. Don't know why, but it is. Maybe. Maybe I can get it to work on my phone and my computer's just being dumb. Could be that. Could be. Oh, I just saw it shift somewhere. It's trying to load. It's trying. I wonder if I can reach my Twitch drops here. Yeah, here it is. Where's it at? Yeah, connection required. Let me connect. Oh, we're almost there. Oh, yeah, the server for it is just being gross. I can't even connect to it from my phone. That's how bad it is. That's kind of gross. I understand to a degree, but that's kind of gross. Not gonna lie. Yay, there we go. But yeah, you saw. No! Not a connection error. No! Not again. Like I said, the game is still pretty buggy. Or errors? Come on. Get me in the server, please. I bet you it's doing this thing where, like, the net is just... Like, my net, my infrastructure at the moment is just too overloaded and it's not meeting the connection. I've had that happen before. Come on. Connect simulator. Yay! I want to play, and I wanted to stream while playing. Yeah, I think it's going to soft lock me for a minute, which is not cool. That or the servers have shat themselves, and that's why there was so many people out. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Oh, I'm in. Yay. Connection established. Cool. Now we have to stay in long enough so that Spy can get through. So I took some medicine to try and help with my phlegminess. I don't know how well it's going to go, but we will try. Let's see, how many boxes? I don't have any more boxes left. I can go ahead and get some materials. I bought those yesterday, so I can't buy them. Oh, I can get these blue ones too. Nice. I bought none yet, so I'll just buy one of these. I can eventually use these materials to, like, I don't know if they make gems or whatever, but I can, like, use it to make stuff somewhere in any of this. I don't know exactly where, but I think you also need it to buff up gear. This gear that I'm buying, like the gray stuff, it's not buffable, right? But green gear that I pick up from the actual dungeons, I can actually